Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group 8 want a presentation, our ISAS about firewall and network protection on Linux. First, I want to introduce myself and my partner. My name is Muhammad Daka Anugrah and my partner name Muhammad Zidan Satrio and Rahel Christine Frydael.
Next is we got the operating system. The operating system or the OS is a piece of software that manages and controls the hardware in a computer system, as well as running applications and software. To put in another way, the operating system is a system that oversees basic process and guarantees that the computer system runs smoothly. Here are some of the functions of the operating system. Number one is security. Number two is control over system performance. Number three, job accounting. Number four, error detecting aids. Number five, coordination between other software and users. Number six, memory management. Number seven, processor management. Number eight, device management. And lastly, file management.
Definition of security and protection. Operating system security is the process of ensuring OS availability, confidentiality, integrity is known as operating system security. OS security refers to the process of measures taken to protect operating system from dangers including viruses, worms, malware, and remote hacker intrusions. System protection in operating system refers to a mechanism which controls the access of programs, processes, or users to the resource defined by a computer system. We can take protection as a helper to multi-programming operating system so that many users might safely share a common logical namespace such as directory or files. Intrusion Prevention System or IPS is a software or hardware that works for monitoring network traffic, detecting suspicious activity and taking early prevention or intrusion or even events that can make the network run not as it should. IPS, like a firewall that will allow or block data packets. The IPS has four components. First, traffic normalization, interpret network traffic and perform analysis or reassemble packets, just like simple block functions. Second, detection engine detects network traffic and perform pattern matching against reference tables, and appropriate response. Third, service scanner build a reference table to classify information. Fourth, traffic sharper shaping and managing network traffic. Intrusion detecting system is a software or hardware application that can detect suspicious activity in a system or network. And IDS have four types. First, network-based or needs. Second, wireless local area network or LAN, IDS. Third, network behavior anomaly detection or NBAD. And the fourth, host-based or HITS.
How to set firewall with UFW on Linux. First, you must open the terminal. You can use the cplf plus alt plus T or open the terminal. After that, you can input the command sudo UFW status. This command will report that UFW is inactive. If you find UFW isn't installed, you can input sudo apt-get install UFW -y or install the UFW, and the display the output will like this. The status change from inactive to active. After UFW are ready to use, next step is open the default policy. For, for open the default policy, you can input the command sudo nano slash etc slash default slash UFW and it will display the default policy of UFW, and you can configure the default policy you want to use. After you configure it, you can save the change, and you must input the command sudo UFW reload for change the default policy. Next, for allowing input sudo UFW allow SSH. For allowing incoming traffic after you using sudo UFW allow SSH, you can input the port you want to load. For example, sudo UFW allow from 192.168.1.162 to any port 22, and it will display in the terminal. If you want to reject, if you want to deny, you can input the command sudo UFW deny in on ENT 0 S3 to any port SSH, and the IP address will be denied. And the last comment is sudo UFW status number. If you find you have red rules that are causing issues with computer connection to your machine, it's possible to delete the rules you have created. The first thing you want to do is using this command. After that, you can use the next command is sudo UFW delete one or delete the one in the list of terminal. After delete the number, you can check the status again with the command sudo UFW status. Next, how to set up firewall with IP tables. First command is sudo IP tables -l or check for an IP table status. The system display the status of your chains. The output will list the chains. First chain input policy accept, second chain forward policy accept, third chain output policy accept. And next, this is the command for enable local traffic. And this command is to allow traffic on specific port to allow HTTP web traffic. And the next command is to allow only incoming SSH secure shell traffic. And the next command is to allow HTTPS internet traffic. You can use that. What do you want? Next is control traffic by IP address command. Next command there's command for request IP address, and you can also order traffic from an IP address. And the third command on this slide is command for reject traffic from a range of IP address. And the last command is for delete the rules. First, you must input the command sudo IP tables -l line numbers. After input this command, you can locate the line of the firewall rule you want to delete and run this command. Sudo IP tables mean the input number, or number you want to choose. After delete the firewall, you can save. the change. And the command is sudo /sbin /iptables save.
Next, we got the comparison between Ubuntu and Windows 10 security and protection. Ubuntu is an open source operating system. Meanwhile, Windows is a paid and licensed operating system. Handling of Ubuntu is not easy. You need to learn a lot of commands. Meanwhile, in Windows 10, handling and learning part, it is very easy. In Ubuntu, it is purely an operating system for programming purposes because it supports almost all of the major programming language. Windows can also be used for other things and is more versatile, especially when it comes to gaming. Ubuntu kernel type is monolithic. Meanwhile, Windows 10 kernel type is hybrid. In Ubuntu, your data privacy is higher because no corporation owns it. In Windows 10, it collects a lot of private data. Ubuntu has a centralized application installations, which is called Software Center. In Windows 10, this kind of feature is not present. Ubuntu has a lower hardware requirement, meaning that even if you have a low-end computer, you can still run your things. Meanwhile, in Windows 10, has a higher hardware requirement and cannot run if you do not meet its minimum requirements. I guess that's all from us. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for spending your time to listen to our presentations and have a good day.